Hello everyone, I'm George from Ireland, and here I am at Zurich Hauptbahnhof, the main railway station. It's the largest railway station in Switzerland. A lot of renovation is going on here because the station was built in 1868, if I've got that right. No, sorry, 1858, if I've got that right. And that's where the hoardings are up. They're very tolerant of graffiti here, perhaps surprising, considering otherwise the country is spotless. Anyway, I shan't show you the outside. It doesn't look as it should. I'll show you a picture of what the outside usually looks like when there's not renovation going on. It usually looks like that. So quite picturesque, I think you'll agree. And now there's this huge cavernous area. You might think, what's this all about? The where trains used to turn around, and decades ago they changed it. So there's so much of the station you can't see from here because it's underground. There's a basement floor, and then there's a second basement floor for the S-Bahn. The S-Bahn's are the light railway, which just goes to the greater Zurich area. And you can get trains from here throughout the rest of Switzerland and into Germany, Italy, France, and so on. The Transalpine Express from was it Zurich to Vienna, was the most magnificent railway journey in my life. The word breathtaking is so overused, but in this case it was really an understatement. Or on another occasion, when I got the train from Bern to Milan, and it was another awe-striking journey. There was such a splendid vista over the Alps, and it moved so smoothly that it was as though we were motionless. It didn't sense any movement, just saw it. Okay, so you see the very high roof for the old days of steam trains when there was smoke and steam obviously going up, and Grit didn't want that nearby. Brasserie Fédérale. So they're taking the English word federal, not fédéral. So we're obviously in the German-speaking part of Switzerland, so Zurich being the largest canton in population. So Zurich has got quite, something like 20% of the whole Swiss population lives here. And now showing you the escalators, I shan't bother going down, but if you want to get the S-Bahn, that's the light railway just for the metropolitan area, you go down there. There's something like 33 platforms in total. I think that's including the S-Bahn. 18 of the platforms are up here, the mainline platforms for mainline trains. So it's a real transport nexus. I just thought this put out of commission for any reason. You know, Switzerland's paralysed. Well, you can see up there, I can't zoom in actually. They've got little relief sculptures there below those very tall windows. So these huge windows to admit plenty of light. There would be a lot more shop units, but as you can see, various things are boarded up because they're under repair. So plenty of snacks to be had here. Now it seems the station is open 24 hours to me, because in certain parts I can see there is no gate. There is nothing they could shut to keep people from coming in or going out. So obviously you can get lots of refreshments here. There's supermarkets downstairs, there's a pharmacy, things like that. Obviously the police are here, there's a tourist information office, there's Western Union, there's a branch of a bank, there's a fairly smart cafe here, so they've got plenty of those. And this is the Große Uhr, the big clock. That's the meeting point. Okay, so meet people under that. There is only one really big clock in the station, and in a country which is renowned for clocks. So right under there, and you might see the meeting point symbol. So there are all these sausage stalls. Having bratwurst the other day. Excuse my ignorance, I didn't realise till yesterday that bratwurst, if properly done, is venison. No wonder so expensive, 7 francs. But so a very lean meat. Anyway, there are no ticket barriers. So I said, well, it's an honest system. They really trust people. Well, it is partly based on honesty. They also have ticket inspectors, obviously. You rarely see them, so you get a stringent fine if you're caught. And it's that way to the Landsmuseum, as in really the National Museum. It looks like a castle. It's not really. If you look at it, you see clearly it couldn't be because the windows are far too big, and they're at. Oh, there's the police behind me. The windows are at ground level, so it'd be too easy to enfilade the defender through that. So. See, the platforms are not that high. See, there's the main line platforms. They've got some double-decker trains. I've seen those in Romania, France. Is it Russia as well got double-decker trains? Republic of Ireland, UK, we don't have them. We'd have to rebuild all our bridges. The Irish Republic of population is too small, really, to warrant double-decker trains. I'm not sure if there are many sleeper trains. I mean, Switzerland's not that big. You could get from any place anywhere else in Switzerland within 5 hours by train quite easily, even factoring in time for a change. And then here's this huge photo of what Zurich is like. see the River Limmat there in the middle. Okay, so carrying on out. You might see what I mean as I walk out onto the street towards Bahnhofstrasse, which is the main drag in the whole country. There's also Löwenstrasse, as in Lion Street, which has got the main synagogue here. Very handsome it is. I've not been inside. Opened in 1884. And so, you know, near the middle of the day, there's really not much traffic around, probably partly owing to coronavirus. There you can see at the front of the train SBB, CFF and FFS, as in Schweizer Bundesbahn or Chemin de Fer Fédéral or Ferroviaria Federale Svizzera. I hope I got that right. So Swiss Federal Railways is what it means. I mean, I'm assuming it's state-owned, therefore. And then there are plenty of these trams going everywhere, crisscrossing the entire city. So the ubiquity of the public transport is one of the splendid things about it. It's just very frequent. And people can cycle easily. So there's no such thing as a traffic jam here. And then all the license plate, they've also got the symbol of the canton. It's a blue and white one for Zurich, with a blue to the bottom left of the shield symbol. Okay, that's what I'm talking about, the double-decker train. And you see, there's no barrier. They can't keep you out there at night even if they want to. Well, that's enough for me. The middle of Zurich, where I'm on here, is actually an island about to cross over the Zil, which is a small river. So the Lake Zurich actually becomes the River Limmat, and the River Zil flows into it, and they flow north down into Germany. They've come from the Alps. So the Zil is a tributary of that. I just found out what Toblerone means the other day. Toblerone, that sort of chocolate bar, is tributary of the Rhone. The River Rhone flows through Switzerland into France. Okay, that's enough from Zurich railway station. I'll give you a panorama. What a 360-degree view it is. Okay, some of it's rather bland, these functional office buildings behind me, but you get the idea. Efficiency and quaintness combined. Toodaloo.